Perfect segue from Roy and Maul. So the Joe Budden podcast.
It's like you impressed yourself.
Right. They, of course, covered the Drake, Kendrick, the best. I mean, Joe's the best at doing it. It's in terms of that real deep dive, what an artist is thinking, what a rapper's thinking, where the missteps were in bars.
Because he was a player too.
Yeah, because he was one of the best. He was one of the best in that time period. You know what I'm saying?
Which is because I don't think he was worried about podcast scheduling. You know how the beef is happening live in the moment every day?
It had stopped. They had to stop at some point, I think.
But I think he was one of the only personalities in media that was like, I'm going to talk about it when I talk about it. Because what I have to say is still going to land.
Well, I don't even think it was, I think it became that energy. We'll talk about it when I talk about it, because I think they tried to do like one emergency pod. Like even when they dropped the one with academics, that was the first one I didn't even listen all the way through. That was the first time Academics and Joe were on screen, and I didn't even finish it because it was so old. We had like 4 more tracks after they recorded it. So
everything they say is nothing void.
Yeah, so I think he just got to the point where he was just like, bro, we can't talk about this shit till it's over. It's clearly happening too fast.
Yeah.
So like this was finally, it's done, at least for now. We'll just, if niggas want to keep going at it, it'll just be one-offs at this point. But the heat of the battle is done. There's a winner, and they went through it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But that shit was fire as hell. They killed it, per usual. I said this last time. Joe, Imani, and
it's whatever you want it to be. Apparently,
pretty much. Yeah. Joe, Imani, and Ice are always the all-stars on music takes. In terms of it's not even close. Like when it comes to breaking down some bars and some music, these are the niggas that I want to hear from. Yeah. Oh, and Parks. Sorry, Parks.
Parks for
sure.
Which makes sense. Like for the most part, they're all like embedded into music. Queens Flip with battle rap.
Well, the thing that's interesting is like Queen's Flip. This is so interesting with Queen's Flip. I don't need him in those conversations, even though he adds to it. Of course, I'm not. Yeah. It's just those 4. I'm good with just those 4. I'll be. You know what I mean? But he adds to it. But Flip is killing the music reactions on his YouTube channel.
Yo, I saw
They're going crazy.
When he was
crazy.
Where did he get that plexiglass? Did you see that shit?
It doesn't matter. It probably fell off a truck.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, bro. His level of creativity.
Yeah.
Of what he'll break next, how he'll react, whether it be shirt off, water on the head. The nigga had it's like
it's Carrot Top levels of
it's Bert Kreischer.
He's orchestration.
It's damn near the black Bert Kreischer in a sense.
He's actually better than Bert Kreischer.
I haven't watched.
You know what?
I don't know, dog.
I don't know if I can say that.
And that's the thing, because it's Bert Kreischer mixed in with like maybe a little bit of like Robin Williams, because he breaks shit. He's fucking everywhere.
It's like Boot Gang and Bert.
Yeah.
He combines Boot Gang with the Bert.
The nigga had a piece of drywall. I didn't even see this coming.
That's what I'm saying.
He had a piece of drywall and jumped through the drywall. I was like,
that's miraculous.
I said, this is fantastic.
And it's one of those things where like, why hasn't he tried to set his shit up like Kai in a sense? Because he
live streaming. Okay.
Granted, it might take a lot of time. Yeah. But you know how Kai, when he's playing a Japanese game, all of a sudden he's a shogun.
Oh yeah. Like, I know what you're saying.
Flip can do that in his way.
Flip could have his own Eric Andre show.
Yeah, literally.
To where it's just a bunch of random shit. It could be satirical as it is if he wants it to be, but yeah.
And it wouldn't be hard to find a Hannibal for him.
Yeah, nah.
No.
Especially in New York.
The hard person to find in that equation is Queen's Flip. Like, you got to find a person who's willing to put his body on the line for a joke.
And Joe Budden, shout out to Joe Budden, because he definitely knows when a rap battle is over. Shout out to Lil B too.
Yeah, but this is the reason that we brought this up, because the Flip thing kind of sidetracked us, which is fine, because
he's finally doing something funny.
It needs to be mentioned that like it was funny. It did seem like ever since at the end of last year when Joe was like, Flip ain't gone viral in a minute, and then he started doing viral counters for niggas, and Flip was still at 0. Flip is at like 5 or 10 right now, because he's covered every single one.
Yeah, he went to his old playbook. Let me be Wreck-It Ralph.
He went to his old playbook, so shout out to Flip. Yeah. But the reason I brought that up is because Ish sucks the fucking energy out of the room. And so, remember a couple months ago, the hate, it was like everybody hates Ice.
Yeah.
Like that was the theme, or it was a narrative being driven.
It was a narrative.
It was a safe assumption.
It was a safe assumption. And probably I'll say, since we watch Danny a lot, He was definitely one of the forerunners of this.
I'm about to say, we just talked about opinions shaping your opinions, and that's what happened.
Yeah, so he was definitely one of those, and that was his opinion, but a lot of people agree with it. You know what I'm saying?
Because a part of it was true.
Yeah, part of it's still true. But Ish being a energy life sucker out of the room is now the new narrative. And it's something that I've said before, and it's just like, I think it's at the forefront now. The thing with Ish that's so weird and interesting. So now niggas are starting to study his body language. I didn't study his body language before, but now that they're pointing it out, I'm like, yeah, I guess that does irritate me a little bit. But like, he's just like closed up. Hands are always in his pocket because you know he's got that Ish reserved. But it's not even reserved. I'm reserved in this conversation for my moment. It's reserved in as I just have to. I'm just sitting here because I have to be sitting here. You know, like it doesn't feel like he wants to go. He doesn't feel like he wants to be there.
It just feels like he's going through the theater of the mind right now.
That's it, bro.
He's thinking about muffins or whatever is his thing.
Which is fine for a week. Because you're gonna have that. That's gonna happen.
That's gonna happen.
But this has been
But if this is a regular thing, and this has always been a thing. Because it's something that I've always said, I think I said it a couple weeks ago. I was like, especially if you're listening to just the audio, first of all, it's
energy is everything.
It's like he will literally sit there and say nothing. And nothing until Joe wakes him up. Or he wakes up on business talk. He wakes up in man and women dynamic conversations. Like those two conversations, you probably can't get him to shut up on. You know what I mean? But if it's not those two, you pretty much have to like, yo, what's up, nigga? Like, you like, what do you think? You know what I'm saying?
He's approaching it like a classroom. Like, I'm only going to raise my hand if I know the answer. And it's like, I don't be knowing the answers most of the time.
And Joe has to point at him when, like, everybody's volunteered and you haven't. Like, that's how Joe has to fucking...
Your turn, nigga.
Activate this nigga. Like, and like, randomly throughout the show, it's, you hear Joe... Ish, what up? You know how he'll just hype everybody up. Yeah, we in this bitch. Parks, what up? Ish, what up? Wake up. We in this bitch. I'm like, why do we have to keep waking this nigga up? You know what I'm saying? Like,
all this positive self-talk in the morning.
Hey, but in that, so obviously the energy is lit on the full Drake breakdown, right?
Yeah.
At the end, they're dancing and partying to Not Like Us.
Yeah.
And this nigga won't even stand up. Royce the 5'9" gets in the IG comments and just straight cooks this nigga.
What'd he say?
He said,
yeah, he did kind of cook that nigga.
He said, Ish acting like the kid who can't drink with the homies because he got a job interview in the morning. Get the gotta be home by curfew ass energy up out of here, Craig. Everything don't always have to come down to your feelings. I hope you bump into Dr. Umar at your next house closing.
And when he said that, that's when I was like, he's really trying to disrespect it.
That's why I was like, what's the history behind them two? Why is...
I don't think there's history between them.
There's something. You don't just go for that level of animosity, like branded jokes in the niggas' comments for no reason.
I think it's just maybe he could be an average watcher, an avid watcher.
So. And you also got to remember, this is Joe's homie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So.
And he also raps.
So if I feel like you bringing my nigga Showdown on one of his biggest shows of the year.
Yeah.
I might take that one little personal shot.
Yeah.
Because my nigga's cooking right now. You know what I'm saying?
And you're not ad-libbing, you're not even arguing.
You fucking my nigga shit up right now. And you know he's going crazy. Like, can we play along at least for one episode?
Exactly. I think we trying to get clipped into a diss track.
Yeah, dog.
And it's not even
right.
And it's not even like Ish tried to play into the whole like Team Light Skin side. He was definitely that's just how he is.
Yeah, it is, bro. Now they're posting these reactions. I wish we had them to like put them on the screen, but y'all know them. If you're in any of the Reddits, first of all, let's play the video because y'all might not have seen the video, just so y'all can hear
the compilation video or the original piece.
This is the. Oh my God, no, I forgot I put this in here. There's a diss track. Somebody dropped a diss track. That's how much they hate this nigga.
And by the way, check out our Reddit.
Yeah, definitely subscribe to our Reddit. But
is Drake and Kendrick making dissing on a song look easy? Why is everybody just throwing their head into that battle?
The Game even tried to.
He went for Rick Ross, right?
It's not even. He did. I didn't listen to it.
But that's different. He's a professional rapper. I'm talking about side characters. It's like, if I have grievances, I'm gonna rhyme about it.
I think what's even more important is content creators are starting to make diss tracks because Point and Shoot at the end of every song, at the end of every video, he's starting to make soundtracks and they go crazy.
Yeah.
Trap Lord Ross used to do it.
Trap Lord Ross used to be heavy into that. He does that with his ads.
Academics, remember when he was not streaming? One of his people did a diss track about bro, you're failing us. Why aren't you streaming?
Yeah.
Academics had one, and now somebody dropped one about fucking Ish.
I was about to, I mean,
What could you say in a diss
it's not
track?
like,
You want to hear this diss track to Ish? This shit is
Yeah.
fucking hilarious.
Yeah, Antoine, I'm sorry that you got an inflated ego and sense of self. Before this pie shit, you was out of New York hanging shelves. Why is objectivity too much for you to handle? Here, let me give you an example. You said that's how you listen, hands in pockets with a straight face. Drake shit, come on, expressions change to stank face. Dre posted up with members of the Ku Klux, and you jacking it. Joe should have sent your ass to Starbucks.
Fuck out of here.
Keep on proving Dr. Umar right, man, it's coming to the light. If I was Joe, I would've fucked old girl that night. Facts. Now to wrap her up, then you be trying to teach him shit and roll your eyes like he's the one not making sense. Hey Siri, does narcissism have a cure? Nope. Ish with Joe means when he says the baddies in.
I'm not gonna lie,
And
he's
look,
cooked.
He's cooking.
He's
this
dark
nigga.
skinned now.
Yeah,
nigga,
bro.
227.
Block
work.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. This is
That-
227 in
Bodie
Jersey.
James
Nah,
type of
Ish, you
vibe.
got barbecue. What's
Bruh.
up with them Ku Klux allegations?
He going crazy. And then
And shout to Bodie
even
James.
more disrespectful because he was saying, remember he was like, I would have fucked that girl. He talking about Joe.
Yeah.
The hookah story.
Yeah.
He's like, if I was Joe, I would have fucked that girl. I was like, damn,
Yeah.
nigga, you hate this.
He's going for the jugular.
Before the pod, he was hanging shelves in New York.
Yeah, yeah. So
How you make a
How are you a narcissist and a self hanger?
the person who
And these
posted
shelf
it,
hangers make
it
a lot
says
of
it's like 6 Bicker.
6 Acre
Yo.
Bicker. That's his name.
It's like, yeah, it says Bicker. That's the I guess that's it. I don't know if that's his artist name.
Well, shout out Big.
It's on Q-Tape, or maybe his name is Q-Tape. It's on Band Labs.
my
I never
nigga,
even heard of Band
Band
Lab.
Lab? He
Yeah.
put
It's
it
the
on
new style, yeah.
My nigga, I hope I never suck this bad.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I don't know
To
what
where
would
nigga does
happen.
this to me?
I don't know
Yeah.
what would happen.
He's kind of cooking-ish, though. I ain't gonna lie. This is kind of crazy.
Yeah, he went with all facts.
He did, too. Yeah.
It wasn't even just like you're light skinned and stupid. It was real.
It was like, no, let me tell you
It was personal
exactly.
things.
Your fucking hands in your pockets.
Yeah.
Fucking up the vibe. Like, God damn. Royce don't even have to respond
But at
no
the
more.
same time, what can Ish do? How old is Ish?
I mean, I'm assuming around Joe's age, 45-ish. In his 40s for sure.
That nigga look almost 50.
He might be 50. You never know. I mean,
But he light skinned though, so you know
all
how
them
that
niggas
is.
are
But say
like,
it's our podcast. Fuck it, he's 50 now.
bro, and on top of that, it's like, bro, you got to remember, these niggas are a lot older than us, bro.
That's what I'm
You know what I'm saying?
And it's one of
So,
those,
yeah.
like, can we even, it's like, man, once you almost 50, bruh, how much can you turn up? I guess that's not
Nah,
true.
that nigga
Secure.
turns-
Oh shit. Prize pick the winner before the beef even starts. Some rhyme when you up to making flip look smart. Manipulate the truth cause it's hard for you to tell. Semantics only save you when you arguing with Mel. Hootie hoo. We get it, Mr. Marbury sees himself in Aubrey. It's starting to make sense. A loss for him's a loss for all the men that lick their lips. No one cares about the 90 stories that you embellish. You not the Don Dada, oh man, you got a foot fetish. Freak ass boy. Take that hoodie money, buy yourself some.
Yo, he hates this nigga so much. He didn't even wait to fully wake up to record
He
this.
This nigga said,
I never made a song or a rap before, but I just cooked up an Ish dish from my iPhone because he needs to be addressed. It's not mixed to engineers. It's just meant to be playful. Nah, nigga.
Oh, we know, nigga.
this nigga said,
You got a career, kid.
Yeah, you got a career. I ain't gonna lie. You got a career.
the licky lips community.
And that beat makes it more terrifying.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everything
nah.
is sinister behind that beat.
Shout out to the Alchemist, man.
Yeah.
Alchemist, a legend.
But yeah, man. So I mean, that's always been my thing with Ish too. I mean, he's good when he's good. I mean, I said before, I think Joe wants him to step up more, but I mean, you can't even get the nigga to speak. When you're listening audio wise, sometimes you forget Ish and M4 are even in the building.
Yeah, nah, that's a bad sign in
You
a
literally
podcast.
forget they're on the show.
Is it hard to speak? Because I'm trying to think like,
They do have a lot of people.
And I was
but
going to
it's
say
a
that.
lot of people.
I was going to
Imagine
speak to
if
that
two
point.
more people, wait, or three. How many people be talking on there? It's like
it's
eight
a lot of
niggas.
it's like
It's
six,
It's at least six or
it's
seven,
six
bro.
people.
It's
So-
Joe, Flip, M4,
Park.
Parks,
Yep.
Ish.
And then
Ice.
Nanny sometimes. Like at
Nanny.
any given time, it could be
Yeah,
a couple
yeah,
niggas
yeah,
on
yeah.
there. So somebody inevitably has to play that role. But the problem with this is Melissa Ford does that perfectly, nigga. Like,
And
you-
it's one of those things where I wonder if maybe Joe is thinking like, this nigga is not about to just skate on this podcast, just floating away.
Yeah, right,
While
right, right.
everybody else is, putting in some effort.
Well,
it's
that's the
hard to
thing,
pay a
too,
nigga who
with-
doesn't contribute sentences.
And on top of that, even if playing the quiet role is one thing, but you also got to remember before we got up to like number six people, the rebuild was just Joe, Ice, and Ish.
And that obviously wasn't enough.
So it's like we need, all of us expect to hear from them first because the rebuild was centered around that group, and then there was M4. Then it was, I mean, Parks is always there. I'm just talking about those on screen. You know what I mean?
They were the starting three.
Yeah, so if anybody is quiet, it should be the additionals.
It should be M4, and she does it well. That's what I'm saying. We can't have two mouses on here.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
She also activates too sometimes, but at least in a music conversation, I do think she activates. I think she activates when it's relevant, but I feel like Ish we have to activate every time.
She self-activates.
She self-activates. Ish needs a fucking kickstart, or he needs like a rolling start. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, he needs a little inertia.
Yeah, it's just weird. I don't know. It's just, especially when you see his energy, bro. Like when the way he just sits on that couch and won't move, bro. These niggas are dancing to Not Like Us, and I guess we can't play it anyway because this is just the song.
Yeah,
everybody's literally partying. Even M4 is like laughing and
like
bouncing
she's
in the chair. She's not standing up, jumping around, like
throwing no ass or nothing.
Yeah, she's not doing what Joe and them niggas is doing, which is literally running around the studio.
Yeah.
But at least she's over there. This nigga's not even bopping, bro.
Yeah,
he's literally just like this,
thinking about home. It sucks.
What if this can be contributed to low libido?
No, because I'm gonna tell you why it can't be. I can't tell you why it can't be.
And after that, can you tell me why it could be?
Because as soon as a woman says that nigga should be paying on my bills, that'll activate him. Like that'll get him active. If it deals with man and women relations, the nigga is active. Yeah. It's like only call him when it's time to argue about how men and women should communicate with each other.
I think when you get to 50 years old, the amount of things that you could actually truly care about in your head gets limited.
It is.
So some of these topics, it's like,
but you're a podcaster.
And I was gonna say that then, that's not an excuse for being psychic. But he is a 50-year-old nigga first.
That's true.
And like we said at the beginning, like what is he in it for? Is he in it to have like that strong opinion, or is he just in it to kind of help out
his friend out? Yeah.
He might be experiencing some shit that a lot of athletes, or not a lot, but a couple of them get to that at the end of their careers. It's like he's here because he should be.
Right.
And that's what the world accepts him for.
Right.
But that's not necessarily what he wants to do. He probably want to go blow bubbles and shit with his daughter.
Yeah, he looks like a phenomenal bowler. Like he probably could be a professional bowler or something.
Probably. Yeah, or something like goofy or like a demo, like something that's just like not a lot of people are good at.
Well, he was fixing cabinets in the beginning, so I can only imagine and it's crazy how he shitted on him, but you can make a lot of money fixing cabinets in New York, nigga. It's nothing but cabinets. The apartments are big cabinets.
Yeah,
you damn near.
It's more cabinets than any other part of the world.
It's more cabinets than cars.
But if you ever in Carolina, we got some cabinets we need removed from this wall.
Facts. But outside of that, honestly, I don't know if it's going to change. Yeah. I doubt it. Honestly.
And what would that change even look like?
I guess that change was just him. Because at that age, too, like, if you're emotionally that heated, it's not going to change.
You get what I mean?
It's like, I think, because this is the thing, I think two things. I think he's been like this for a long time. Yeah. It's just, it's easier to hide it when there's a lot of people around.
Him being
overly emotional, possibly, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He seems like an angry individual.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So,
like, he seems like he could get pissed about some shit before recording, and that'll carry on into the podcast.
Maybe he's more mad now because he's getting so much money that he views himself as like such an alpha nigga. He's like, I can't even. My life is different. Like, you know how.
I know that perspective.
Like, he's got like red pill rage. He's got like red pill rage.
That he's not the alpha in the room?
No, that he is. So it's like there's certain things that he can't even buy into because that's too alpha to buy into. I'm just trying to think.
I get what you're saying. Like,
you know he might, Marcus Aurelius.
I guess I don't know.
He might have a little like mall energy to where some topics is just he's too cool, he's too fly to even even walk
Get
on.
Too much money. I'm that nigga.
He's gonna float above it.
I'm that ish.
His fitted is too heavy to think about it.
Yeah, I sold out $150 hoodies.
I'm
different.
He's different.
I'm different.
With muffins.
That's true?
I don't know if he sold out, but I wouldn't doubt if he did. honestly.
Nigga, if he sold more than 60, he is the truth. He's the
Come
truth.
on, like I mean,
He's the truth.
I don't even have to ask you that.
$150 hoodie. Like,
Yeah. So yeah, the nigga sold 100 pieces. He's that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Who knows? Honestly, I don't know if that'll change. I don't even think that's gonna be a conversation that he'll have or they'll have up there either.
And is that a conversation? Like, does Joe have the same amount of respect that he does for Flip with Ish? Because with the whole Flip thing,
Ish and Ice are up there in terms of respect.
But so you think they're gonna like have an argument about it on the podcast live? Because that's what happened with Flip. That's what I was saying.
No, I doubt it. I think it only happened with Flip because Flip doesn't let shit go. Like Flip will keep just kind of like bringing it up on some slick shit, and then you just like, nigga, you want to have a review, nigga? Let's get it cracking, man. Because now I'm about to tell you why you're fucking trash right now.
That's why I think
in front of everybody.
That's why I think it can happen with this too. It's just on some right place, right time shit. If they both irritated enough, and it's like the conversation steers that direction, it can happen.
It can happen. It could always happen. That's true.
Especially if it's true. If it's there, it's probably eventually going to happen.
True. Yeah, it's inevitable at some point.
I'll just tell Ish, man, just take your magnesium pills, man. Just take your vitamins. Honestly.
Eat a banana once a day, man.
Yeah. Celery juice.
How old are you?
Ginger tea.
How old are you when you get your prostate checked?
I think it depends on. I think they want you to. I think they say you're supposed to start doing it at like 35 or something.
Oh, you might be late.
I think I'm getting up there, bro. I think I might.
I was about to say, what's up with all this thought and think? You are getting up there. You're there.
That's why you've been so irritable lately.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get my first one soon.
Jesus.
They say it don't feel like nothing, man.
Yeah, I think they put you to sleep.
I'm lying. Look at you, trying to find the fucking
you wish
the bright light.
Why
would
they
lying.
put you to sleep for a 30-second invasion?
It doesn't matter.
I think they do though, for real.
Nah,
you can, but
they gonna look at you like you pussy.
Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's
like
fine.
You're not masculine enough to get a finger in your ass.
What the fuck? This thing is not a. It lost connection. Hold on, real quick, yo. All right, new segment. Fake button hit.
Did you want to talk about these hoes?